1000 Sisters legendary doctor does Tammy's skin removal surgery. 1000 Sisters star Tammy Slayton continues to impress many fans with her transformation journey. She has dropped over 500 pounds since getting her bariatric surgery in 2022. She has a great support system, and many fans also cheered on her journey. The latest season features Tammy's skin removal surgery. Many fans also commend one of the surgeons who worked on Tammy's skin removal surgery. He's also considered legendary by many people due to the work he has done throughout the years. Keep reading to see who he is. 1000 Sisters. How's Tammy Slayton today? Tammy has been documenting her happy life with her girlfriend Andrea. Many fans have been cheering for the two and commend Tammy for being open about her sexuality. Recently, the 1000 Sisters star uploaded photos of Andrea, saying that she loves her. It's clear to see that their relationship has become more serious today. It also appears that Andrea has inspired Tammy to keep working on her weight. She has already shared photos after her excess skin removal surgery. During the latest episode, it was revealed that 12 people will work on Tammy's operation. But many were surprised that one of them was a legendary doctor. Legendary doctor does Tammy's skin removal surgery. Tammy Slayton was recently tagged on IG about a clip from her skin removal surgery. According to the post, the world-renowned board-certified plastic surgeon, Dr. Peter Rubin, worked on Tammy's case. He has quite a reputation in the field of plastic surgery. A clip of Dr. Rubin and Tammy was also shown, where she was told that her surgery would take an entire day. Tammy was nervous and excited at the same time. The siblings were also given a private moment to pray for Tammy. Many fans also took to the comments section to cheer for the 1000 Sisters star. 1000 Sisters. Tammy Slayton's post-surgery appearance. Tammy Slayton has been sharing photos and clips of herself on TikTok, showcasing her post-surgery look. Recently, the 1000 Sisters star shared photos of herself while tagging her girlfriend. Many fans quickly noticed that her chin area has become sharper and the excess skin has been removed. Tammy has yet to share full-body photos of herself, which may be revealed later in the season. Regardless, many fans are celebrating her huge transformation. Tammy Slayton had dreamed of this day for years. The beeping monitors, the bright overhead lights, the surgical prep team bustling around. It should have made her nervous. Instead, she was calm, hopeful even. Because the man walking through the double doors in scrubs wasn't just any surgeon. He was the man, the legend, the weight loss wizard of the South. Dr. Charles Proctor Jr., known lovingly to fans as Proctor Claus, was about to perform Tammy Slayton's long-awaited skin removal surgery. The room was practically glowing with anticipation. A camera crew from TLC stood by discreetly, capturing the moment while respecting the sanctity of the OR. After all, this wasn't just surgery. It was a milestone, a full-circle moment for the most-watched Slayton sister in America. "I've come a long way," Tammy whispered, mostly to herself as the anesthesiologist gently placed the mask over her face. "From my oxygen tank and wheelchair to walking into this room under my own strength." Dr. Proctor gently placed a hand on her shoulder. "We're going to take good care of you, Tammy. You did the hard part already. This is just finishing the race." And just like that, she drifted off into sleep. 8 hours earlier, back at the Slayton family house in Kentucky, Amy was pacing. Her hair was in a messy bun. Gage and Glenn were watching Bluey, and Amanda was eating pork rinds on the recliner. "I just can't believe this is finally happening," Amy said, biting her nails. She's waited her whole life for this moment. Amanda snorted. "She's waited her whole life to be snatched, you mean?" Chris walked in holding a box of donuts. "Y'all, I got celebratory snacks." "Oh wait, is that inappropriate?" Amy groaned. "You brought donuts on Tammy's surgery day." He shrugged. "Therefore after. You know, emotional eating." They all burst into laughter, the kind of laughter that only families who've been through hell together can manage. Even now, they were still fighting for joy. Inside the operating room, Tammy's body lay still as the surgical team worked. Dr. Proctor was all focus, his surgical assistant tracking every motion, every slice, every careful maneuver of the blade. Tammy had lost over 400 pounds since her bariatric surgery, and her transformation was already remarkable. But the excess skin had weighed on her, literally and emotionally. "Look at the amount of skin on the abdomen," one nurse whispered to another. "It's like she's shedding a past in agreement. We're not just removing tissue. We're helping her release trauma. Years of ridicule, pain. Every fold tells a story, but it's time to write a new one." The procedure was long. Arms, thighs, stomach, even parts of the upper back. By the end of it, nearly 35 pounds of excess skin had been carefully excised. When it was over, Dr. Proctor stood over his work, proud but solemn. "She's gonna look in the mirror and see Tammy, not the weight, not the struggle, just her." Recovery room. Tammy's eyes fluttered open. Her throat was dry, and her limbs felt heavy. But the pain was manageable, thanks to medication. More importantly, her spirit was soaring. A nurse stood by with a warm smile. "You did it, Tammy." "Did he?" she whispered. "Did Proctor do the belly fold?" "He did everything. Arms, belly, back. You look incredible." Tears welled in Tammy's eyes. "Call Amy. Tell her I made it." 2 days later, the reveal. Tammy sat upright in her hospital bed as the film crew gently recorded from the corner. Her gown was tied loosely, and a full-length mirror had been wheeled in. Dr. Proctor stood beside her, hands clasped, waiting. "You ready for this?" he asked. "No," she said, then grinned. "But let's do it anyway." The nurse peeled back the gown and unwrapped the bandages slowly. First her arms, sculpted and lean. Then her torso. Tammy gasped audibly. Her stomach was gone. Flattened, stitched delicately, like a phoenix risen from its skin. "Oh my God," she whispered. I look like me." Amy was crying from the corner, clutching Amanda's arm. "You look amazing, sis." Amanda hollered, blowing her nose on a tissue. Chris peeked in with a bouquet of fake flowers from Dollar General. "You look like you got a whole new lease on life, Tam." Tammy nodded, staring at herself in awe. "I do, for the first time ever. I feel like I belong in my own skin." 1 month later, homecoming. Balloons decorated the porch. The front lawn had a massive homemade sign. "Welsioni Hehoam, Skinny Legende," courtesy of Amanda and her glitter glue. Tammy stepped out of the car in leggings and a flowy top. She held her head high as neighbors peered from across the street. Amy ran down the front steps. "You look like a dang celebrity." "I am a celebrity," Tammy shot back with a wink. Inside, the family had prepared a soft food celebration with sugar-free pudding, low-fat cheese cubes, and sparkling water. Even Michael had cleaned the living room. Miracle of miracles. "Now that you've had your skin removed," Chris said, raising his cup of diet soda, "does this mean you'll finally let me win an argument?" Tammy laughed so hard it made her stitches sting. "You wish, crusty." The family howled with laughter. Later that night, Tammy stood in front of her full-length mirror. No cameras, no crew, just her. The loose clothes no longer felt like tents. Her face was thinner, her arms sleek, her confidence undeniable. She whispered to her reflection, "You survived addiction. You survived obesity. You survived losing friends and gaining critics. But look at you now. Look at who you are." Tears rolled silently down her cheeks, not from sadness, but from gratitude. Down the hallway, Amy called out, "Tammy, wanna watch old episodes of 1000 Elf Sisters and roast ourselves?" Tammy smiled. "Heck yeah. But this time, we roast from the other side." Tammy Slayton's skin removal surgery wasn't just cosmetic. It was the shedding of years of hurt, fear, and shame. And under Dr. Proctor's expert hands, she didn't just lose skin, she reclaimed herself. The world had watched her fall, fail, rise, and rebuild. But now they were watching her soar.